Back in the booth with my special guest, Mr. Scott Roberts from Lynchburg, Virginia. His road dog is Bryant, and he's getting ready to tee it up with a former champion of this event, Kevin West, in a one-set race to 11 final match. Thanks for stopping by. And Scott finished fourth in this event, and he just shared with me that Kevin here, breaking the balls, gave him both his defeats.
That is correct.
Well, Brian is undefeated, and
but not true double elimination. So everybody knows this is a one-set finals race to 11.
Right, and we're here at the First Break Cafe, Sterling, Virginia, about 10-11 miles outside D.C. Beltway. Great venue, good food.
Yeah, I actually just had a delicious BLT.
You're with it when it died. Yeah, their food is.
He's daring him to shoot.
These are 4.5-inch diamond pockets. They don't give you anything you don't make.
No, they really don't. These tables have played really tight this week. Seen a lot of balls jarred.
Oh yeah, well, and there's a lot of good players. We had 32 players kick it off yesterday at high noon, and now this is like Agatha Christie, 32 little Indians, and now they're just 2.
Yep. Yeah, Kevin beat me, both sides beat me 9-5 on the winner side and 7-5 on the one-loss side.
It was
very, very solid player. Super nice guy, too.
Oh, yeah. I've known him since he was a young man coming up on these tours, like most of these guys, you know. And we played back in the 90s into like 2000s when I was still playing, and he played some almost perfect matches on me when he beat me. And I scratched out a couple wins on him.
You said you're batting 500 with him.
500 with him, and I'm proud of that. You know, he's a
very tough player.
Very stylish. Oh, 3 rails to a hooky.
He plays with a gorgeous cue. He plays with a black boar.
Mm-hmm. Old Tony down in College Park, Maryland. A lot of Baltimore, Washington players. It's a real hotbed for cues. Mm-hmm. Black boar, Scruggs, Ambrose. These are all name makers. Even Capone came down here as well, and Capone makes it a decent cue too, a good cue. Not to give him a plug, but there are a lot of good cue makers. Bob Fry.
Mm-hmm. That's actually what Brian is playing with right now. That's what it's in his hand, is a Bob Fry.
I used to deal with Sneaky Pete's to my students. You know, that was like the first good cue a lot of them would get, rather than getting one of these production-looking cues. Mm-hmm. They'd get a fry, and a lot of them are still playing with them. Great guy.
Here's your key shot.
Yes, he might have the high left and fade right into the 7. It came underneath it.
Came out great.
Oh, it came out like $1 million.
Sure did.
he more like he hit down on that ball more and gouged it more than hit it with a follow or a upstroke.
Right.
Let's see what he's going to do from here. Looks like he's in pretty good line. He rolls it in, but he's not necessarily in an acceptable position on the 5. He's kind of raunchy on it by my standards.
I think he's got a tad bit of an angle where he can go forward.
And go with the high.
2 wells out.
Yeah.
Hit it perfect. Watch outside pocket. No, he's in good shape. No, he's straight though. So we've got the same problem.
This one is a whole lot more difficult now.
I don't know what he's going to do here. If he's going to maybe try to play well first and force it in there, or if he's going
He can just draw it into the gap and take his medicine on the 7.
Yeah, looks like that's what he's looking at.
Right about that mid diamond or so, give or take, when that short rail, long rail is coming.
It's going to be a tough shot under the pressure. Tough shot anyway. He's trying to come all the way back. Yep, great shot. Jump.
Didn't get the spin on it. Get that left endless shit.
I still think I like this shot better than.
No, he's closer too.
Yeah, I still like it better than playing off of that rail down there. I mean, that's a super tough shot.
He could play the center left and go up to the chalk up on the trademark and leave the 7 down on this chalk.
He might be a little thin. I think he's going to have to go straight back and forth. Maybe play it in the bottom left. He's got a big area.
I don't know if he's shooting at this ball. It's good selection.
Tough shot.
Yeah, very tough shot.
First strike jitters. I'll get you.
Sure.
Ask me how I know.
Well, all I know is that some matches are lost in the beginning and not in the end.
Well, Brian, as long as he keeps his head in it, you know.
Yep. He can play. I've seen nothing.
God alone he can play. He is actually the man that put Kevin on the loser side in the Final 4, beat him 9-7.
Mm-hmm. Kevin's out to avenge that earlier setback and win his second Bob Stocks title and be the only one. We've had lots of luminaries win this title. This has been a tournament before there was an action pool tour. This tournament was happening in like 2009-10 with the likes of Dennis Hatch winning, Mike Siegel in 2000.
I saw that.
Ryan McCreesh, Mike Davis, Deska. A lot of really good players have won this tournament.
Aramith last year.
Aramith, yeah. He plays so good it's a joke.
Looks like he's gonna get a shot.
Yeah, he's got a good opportunity. He can hold on a fair angle on this ball. Shooting smooth.
Great shot.
Yes, sir. He turned it perfect.
He's as my good friend George would say, he's got a good-looking scoring opportunity in front of him.
Yes, sir. Good-looking scoring opportunity. That played nice.
He's just got to come out 2 wells, well 3 actually, but just come in between the 5-8. I see, he might be just drawing it. Yep. If he can get good on the 5 to the 6, he'll be in good shape.
No, he's come up short. He's got a decision.
Brian's a really smart player. Hopefully he'll come up with something here.
He's going to lag the 5 safe, or is he playing to play the 8?
That was a super risky shot.
Yeah.
Tough shot. Is going to take a 2-0 lead and breaking.
2 it is.
I'd like to give a shout out to our main sponsor of Clubhouse Bar and Billiards in Lynchburg. Actually spoke with Tiger, the guy that runs this tour, and we're going to probably try to get him down there maybe for at least one event next year.
That'd be nice. We had a great time. We've been there a couple times in the past, well before your, the place has been refurbished, right. And now you have what, 10 bar tables? And
we actually have 12 bar tables. And we'll have 4 big tables now, but we are working on that and should soon have a minimum of 8.
Well, that's having 8 is just all you really need to get nice events like this. Without having to play ultra short races and stuff like that. People don't want to travel big distances to play a short race.
Right.
But yeah, this is enjoyed myself immensely there.
Well, we'd love to have you back.
Wherever this place is, that's you'll see me. Generally it takes act of Congress generally to get away from this. Being semi-retired.
Well, I'm sure I can speak for a whole lot of folks and say that we surely appreciate you.
Thank you. That was a real smooth hit from Kevin. He's trying to get his line of sight here. which is something I stress to my students. Just don't jump up and just keep slapping the balls in. Eventually you'll be scratching your head as how did I get here?
Uh-oh.
He might have caught that a little
He's not
funny.
going to like it.
You got a good look at his line.
Yeah.
We got,
I mean, he's going to either cross bank it or just play a real safe. I mean, he could actually try to get the cue back behind the 5.
yeah, that was we have a terrific look at the table from where we are. We're about 10, 12 feet away from the table where Kevin's shooting, and
He's not going to like it.
well, in a lot of ways,
The supernatural are in there, making things happen.
yeah. Well, the supernatural. Well, but at least you see he's still at the table rather than have that float up for a duck for Bryant.
Right.
So he can still get out of this jackpot.
He's going to have a look. It's going to be a tough look, but he's going to have a look.
This is a tough shot down 2-0.
This is a very, very tough shot in this situation.
And just making the ball is insufficient. You got to put stroke on this ball.
That's pure right there. What a great shot.
It sure was. That
What
was.
a great shot.
He's here for a reason, folks. All you folks, if you're watching and you're league players and maybe you're getting a little tired of getting 5, 6, and 7 shots a game, come and see what some of these big boys and girls are doing out here. And really stoke up your game. I know when I was starting to play, Scott, I'd go to these tournaments like this, and when I come back to the pool room, I just felt so much sharper.
I completely agree with that. I hope this guy doesn't walk in front of him.
We got him.
Yeah, now.
with one of those bright hoodies on. Oh no.
Really wish people would pay more attention.
Well, they had that roped off. They did the best they could.
Oh, he walked right by it.
Yeah.
When Brian was getting ready to shoot that ball for you guys watching, the guy walked right through his line of sight with a gigantic ultra green hoodie.
The kind you could see on the highway if he broke
Right.
down or something out there. Well, Kevin's got to cut the room rent.
I missed
He
it.
overchipped the cheddar. Well, I guess the pool gods were benevolent here.
Yep.
It's like a concession, 2 games to 1.
Like I said, the supernatural.
Where the supernatural meets the natural, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary.
Nicky.
Yeah, we're doing it. First Break Cafe, we're winding down. wonderful field, a lot of great players here this weekend. And
You know, you're absolutely correct in that. It was a kind of short field, I think 31 or 32 players, but it was definitely a strong field. I'm very happy with my finish of fourth.
oh yeah, you had Brandon Schuff, a Moscone Cup member on this, former one on this. You had
The current Maryland State Nine-Ball Championship champion, Brandon Slizales.
right. I knew his dad, Rich, real good. I played his dad, Rich, any number of times through these tours and a couple times on the tables, over my years. But his father, Rich, was a real good player too.
Well, we've got a real mess this rack.
This looks like I call it an MIA, short for multiple inning affair.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But if there's any time Brian needs to get patient, he just can't fall behind much in this alternate break format that we have on the Action Tour. 9-ball, 10-ball, especially 9-ball.
Even so, this is still a super tough situation.
Oh yeah. I don't really see, unless those balls get sloshed around by maybe the 2-ball.
I feel like he's looking at trying to get an angle on the 2 where he needs to be up high where he can shoot down at the 2 and come off of that rail and come up and maybe bump the edge of that 5-8, make something happen. It's in a bad spot.
And they're close to the rail, which means that they might just go back together again, like they're known to do.
I'm really interested to see how this turns out.
I'd like to see him go rail first.
And just try to spin the cue up.
Spin the cue up.
He's just taking the...
Or he can hit this straight ahead hard and draw his cue ball up safe behind that triad of balls.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no
Depending if that 9's in the way.
That's...
He's going to go around the table and try to play safe somehow, I guess.
He's going to have to come all the way down underneath it where he's looking. And trouble is, he might get hooked by the 9 trying what I think he's going to try, unless it goes around the 6.
A little short, way short.
That was a very, very, I'd say, ill-construed, there wasn't any real reward in any of the things that he was doing. Unless he might get lucky here, but still no percentage in it.
That's a gentleman right there. He went to the film director and asked him to come watch the hit.
Yes, always, students, league players, aspiring. Always when you're when you're not sure. Yeah, he just did the devil's work for him, didn't he?
Yeah, I think we're going to probably see another safe here. Maybe, I don't know. He might be far enough away where he can get in there. Yeah, actually he is. I'm wrong about that.
I think he's got a fine lay out there for his, oh yeah, let's go right in there and
Shot.
that'll play perfectly.
Opened it up nicely.
Shoot and stop. Looks like he's pretty straight on the 6. Maybe a little left or right. Very good.
Sometimes being on that rail is mess you up.
You know, there's a tip I give to like league players and people I teach, you know, that are just Kevin fires it in. It takes a 3-1 lead. A tough game to lose for Bryant, but you see how how the green on the cloth comes out about that. It's about the width of a ball.
Yeah.
And really, that's about as far as the backstroke should be. The rail shot is more follow-through than it is backstroke, and that's actually a good visual aid to practice your backstroke off the rail. Nobody ever likes practicing that at the pool room. You know, they are jacked up over balls or stuff like that. But one
dry.
A Mojave mash, I think.
Yeah, he's dry.
A dry. So this isn't necessarily so straightforward, this situation.
Interesting little shot.
Yeah, well, he was looked like he was playing to make it, but he wasn't playing in shape. Because he had his cue ball going forward.
Mm-hmm. Check the air currents.
Yeah, gonna take a meteorology class here as to what sort of wind currents and air currents are oscillating over that 3-ball. At least he can get up on this ball because he's on the rail.
Turned out all right.
I would have to say
he's probably not going to like the outcome.
No, sir. I don't believe he will.
I believe Kevin's going to introduce him to the 4-ball. If he's off a little bit, he's got the 6 and the 7, and he's got a lot of blockers.
Good margin for error. If he hit it,
So he's going to be jumping again, probably.
if he hit that a little firmer, that would have been exactly. He'd been kissed on the 4 or real close. He backed up along the cushion. Gives Kevin a.
He hit it well.
Yeah. Kevin has opportunity though. Left distance.
He's going to have to hit this pretty doggone good.
Yes, sir.
These tables play pretty tight. There you go.
You've got to hit them correctly.
Yes, you do. I'm telling you, they're tight.
They're not built to vend quarters. I used to call them full tables.
Yeah.
You hit 3 diamonds up and make the ball.
This is definitely not a dynamo. That was hit well.
That was a real good
I think
shot.
he comes around and plays the 4 in the same pocket.
Maybe some right hand ball. He's got to get the rake. Or
This would be a perfect time to have an extension for EQ.
yeah. I remember selling them about 15, 18 years ago. There was a plastic sleeve thing used to put on.
I think he got a little straight here.
I think he got real straight here. Kind of looks like he's on almost a scratch angle.
Yeah, it could be.
Unless he's going to play safe.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Maybe cross banking the 5 to the middle, coming back behind the 9. Drilled it. Thought he made it.
He missed that pocket by just a little. You got to make balls in the hole here.
Kevin's taking a quick break.
And we'll just thank our sponsors again. We're at the First Break Cafe in Sterling, Virginia, about 11 miles outside the D.C. Beltway. Great venue. We've been playing in this place for 30 years, regional tour events like this, and wonderful food. I had a bowl of their soup yesterday. It liked to kill me. It was real. I could just about finish it. But I wasn't hungry when I woke up in the morning even. I was full. And also we have the Action Pool Tour is sponsored by Q Sports International. They own the PCA Pool Leagues. Ozzie Reynolds, former owner of the Action Pool Tour and the founder of it, is the CEO of that outfit. They run PCA Pool Leagues and big tournaments all around the country, and including the PCA jackpot at the Rio with like 10,000 people there. And Ozzie, if you're listening, all the best. Well, that was a tender shot out of that pocket. That's a lesson, or 2 lessons in itself, teaching people how to play balls out of pockets.
Yeah, I think you and I have actually had that conversation before.
Yeah. They probably play the 8 inside pocket. Maybe a little inside English.
Play the 8 in the same hole.
Yeah, I would think so. That was tender. Very well done. Kevin takes a 4-1 lead over Bryant here.
Yeah, it's been a couple of missed opportunities.
Yeah. You gotta. It gets difficult with the alternate break format if you fall behind it, especially 9-ball.
I played a match on this table earlier, and it seemed to be breaking really good.
The tables that last night, the other table we used for the TV in the corner down there was really breaking generous. Lots of the guys were making 3 balls, 2 balls on the break that weren't necessarily noted for their titanic break shots.
Yeah, I played the Amish Assassin earlier today, Chris Bruner, and he broke the balls absolutely perfect. I was fortunate enough to come away with the win, but his break was really on point.
He was just starting to get the wind back in his sails, and he missed cues on that ball in the side pocket. Yeah, and that was fortunate, but that's pool. You can never. You have to pay each shot equal respect.
That's a hard lesson for some people to learn too.
Sure.
That's a good shot.
But Kevin only maybe has the edge of it, if at all. Yeah, that was a hard lesson.
We all take shots for granted.
Sure. The game can humble you at any time. Even the guys that play strong. And girls. all the above. We had the reigning Virginia 10-ball ladies champion in the field today, yesterday too.
Yep.
Bethany.
Miss Bethany Sykes.
Real nice young lady. Really worked, her really improved.
I actually had to play her in this tournament. Second round.
Nice young lady, just real sweetheart.
He's got a little work to do here. I don't know if it falls natural for him to come off that top rail between the 5-7 or not. It must.
He might have to drag the ball a little bit and then hit it with some pace at the same time.
He's worried about that 5-ball, I'm pretty sure.
His fears were justified. Got to be coming back behind the 5. You can't be shooting at any more balls like this. Kevin's coming back into that corner right behind the 5-ball. Gonna come 1, 2, maybe 3 cushions and kind of right behind the 5. Right hand ball.
Looks like he'll have a jump at it.
He might actually have a clear look at this. Not the left edge, but he might have. Hard to tell. Think not. I think he's got the.
That worked out wonderful.
That sure did. I think Kevin's going to be doing something similar. Since the side pocket's in his kick lane. Plus he's on the cushion, which is going to give him some more natural elevation. That's the danger.
Yep.
Tables are fast, the carpets are slow. That's when you know you got a good place.
There you go.
Okay, let's see your man get back in this match.
Well, I promise you, I gotta be pulling for him.
Oh yeah, sure.
Nah, two gentlemen.
Oh no. Pockets are unforgiving. You don't hit these balls clean here. You're on Mount Golgotha, where you get crucified by those little corners and edges that you just. They're cut different too those gold crown pockets were cut.
Yeah, diamonds. I think the biggest disparity between the two is the way the rails play. As far as banking balls, I feel like the diamond comes up a lot shorter. Myself, I mean, I prefer a diamond.
Well, the original gold crown I have in my basement, and it's 1963 is stamped on the heads. And there was a curious history with Brunswicks, and that was the first table I ever, and went to the pool room. There was a front table in the pool room I went to in Towson, Maryland, and there was a brand new gold crown, and he had 4 of them in the front 4 tables, and then he had all anniversary tables in the back. Just what a great equipment in this place. So we'll see what Kevin does here.
Oh, he's going to the top rail. I didn't see that.
He's going to spin across it and go up table. Oh,
Missed it.
fired it wide.
I guess he couldn't get around it the other way. I fully expected him to go the other way.
Brunswick, so the cushions you mentioned, from 1845 all the way until 1945, they used monarch cushions, which were the standard of the industry on the anniversary tables and the centennials and the old Brunswicks from the 20s and all. Yeah.
Looks like he's going to play the short side of the 6.
He's going to be on the 50-yard side of the 6. But they ultimately, they went to the K66 super speed cushions that were on the original gold crowns all the way through 1985 when the 3s came out.
Great shot.
Good shot, tough result.
He's just going to have to fire it in. Click, click.
Yeah. It's a tester. Let's hope he can make it. Hope this makes this ball, make this interesting. Oh, doesn't look like he's even playing it.
No, he's
Banking
playing
it.
safe.
Oh. In 85, Brunswick changed cushions from the K66 and got some rubber that was not so good on the Gold Crown 3s.
Nice shot.
Well, you still got to play some pool from there. You're just going to get the cue ball if he stiffens it.
Missed it.
Couldn't stiffen it enough.
He's leaving him dead on the 50. I think he's going to cut it to the right.
Well, you know his game. You guys have played, I'm sure, several times.
Yeah, we actually, the town I'm from, there's not a ton of players. But I mean, there's some, but we, Brian and I actually practice together at least twice a week.
So you know his game.
Oh, yeah, very well. He went the other way. Played his right good. Definitely played the cue ball well.
But they went to these spongy cushions, and we were all playing with back cloth and the slow cloth, the directional cloth. And people couldn't get the ball around the table anymore. And that's when they went to the 860.
I tell you, this game has not been typical of these two high caliber players. There's been quite a few innings this game.
Kevin's going to play the ball upper right, I believe.
I mean, there's some more people walking right through. I mean, right dead in front of the shot. I mean,
Oblivio Newton-John. So, let's see, Kevin. He's good. I got him playing it to his right. No. He played the 9-ball. That 9-ball won't have any yellow paint on it. Keep doing this. You'll have to get a fresh
like I said, I mean, this the amount of misses this rack has been crazy. But hey, you know, that's pool.
It's all law averages. I don't know, he's got to be coming back at him.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got to shoot this ball.
Oh, he hit so hard. Boy. 5 games to 1. Ouch. But they went to the Simonis 860 cloth because good players like this couldn't get the ball around the table with the old slow bar table type cloth.
The mud balls.
Well, no, I played on gold crowns, but with the gold crown 3s, the rails were all dead. And then they changed rubber vendors and got the situation fixed. And then they turned into these rocket tables. But then women were taking up the game and made it easier for women to move the ball. And it was a win-win. You had to play a different way, though. You had to play for bigger angles to move the cue ball than you do these days. Kevin breaks in the 1 and has another ball, and it looks like he's got shape there. That's a good shot. This looks like the money ball.
Yes. He's got a fairly big window to get in, but he's got to get in.
He's going over top of his 6 a little too, I think. Good bit, actually. The 6s might have his line bothered too.
perfect.
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, Brian's gonna have to. He's gonna have to put some pressure on him, or else he's gonna get out of hand.
Yeah. That's like I said, the alternate break is the that's ideal too, really. They'll hit.
Brings the cue ball back down next to the side over there to our left, I believe.
Yeah.
Unless he goes around to our other side. I don't think he will, though.
I think he's going to go the first diamond in front of the side pocket.
Yeah.
Right there. He's got to turn it out a little bit with left. Just a touch. Touch a left-hand ball about 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Uh-oh. His might lose his toy down here, too.
Well,
Left it long and straight in.
an opportunity awaits.
Yes, sir.
Depends on, hopefully he's not dead straight on this ball.
It's,
I'm looking at him to see the reaction on his face. I don't think it's too straight because he hadn't side.
or grimaced or whatever we do.
It's very fortunate that he's at the table.
Yes, sir.
Get by the point.
Oh, the ball was just running out of gas a little bit. On the other side, the ball comes out a little bit on this table. Comes out off of the left rail on the screen. Just a touch. When Scott Haas was playing, I saw a couple balls turn out, but that's just pool tables. They all roll a little.
It's been the story of the match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sorry about that. I'd like to see him come back shooting at him, but 6-1, it's turns into I have to play about perfect from here.
Well, I know he's capable of doing it.
He played some real good pool on this earlier, in that hot seat match. He played mighty well.
I know he played real good last night when he played Kevin. It was a crazy match. It was Kevin jumped out 3-0. Oh no, I'm sorry, Brian.
No, he loses his cue ball in the side pocket.
Brian jumped out 3-0. And then next thing you know, Kevin was up 5-3. And he got it back to 5-5. And then I think 7-7 and Brian. I think Kevin got up 7-6 and Brian won 3 in a row. It's a really, really, really good match. That was a really nice shot.
Yeah.
You have to do something here. Come off of that 7 somehow.
He's got his little thin on this board to get the outside edge of the 7. Because that means he'd have to get up above the 5.
I mean, it's possible the cue ball stops dead.
I was seeing him getting above the 5, which I think he could do.
He's going to have to hit this ball real good.
This is going to be...
Looks like the 7 might catch him if he tries to go around. He might just be playing safe here.
Behind the 9. That was... He wasn't happy with that, obviously.
Didn't leave much, but...
When he's that close, he figures he should be able to do more with the cue ball than that. You had fun this weekend, Scott?
I did. It's been a long couple of weeks. I've been really busy at work at home, and allergies have really hurt me this year. I spent a couple of days at home this week. Just trying to get through that, but yeah, it's been a great weekend. Had a good time.
I take allergy meds myself. Usually start right the 1st of April through October.
Well, the transition from winter to spring for me is really bittersweet because I'm stir crazy. I want to get out the house and enjoy the nice weather, but as soon as it happens, I mean, it just puts me under.
What kind of work do you do?
I sell real estate.
Oh, okay.
Been in it for 17 years. What a great shot. No love on the shape, but pocketed the ball really well.
He might just be at frisky and try to cross this ball.
He's kind of in a position where he's got to make something happen. I think he's going to play safe. Yeah. He hit that perfect. Almost. Man.
He left him in.
Hit it really well. Just came
It's a
up
stroke tester from
about a foot short.
It's a stroke tester. In a lot of ways, I'd rather leave that because he's got to shoot this and it'd be very tough to get on the 7. But his chances are pretty good at getting a return shot. But Kevin's missing him pretty good too. He's getting a little lucky.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Some tournaments are like that, you know, where you just win because you played good and got a little lucky too. Never hurts. A good inside runner, but he still has a lot to navigate.
I believe he's going to play it with a high left ball and come below the 9 around 3.
That's what I like too.
Tough shot. Keep that cue flat.
He hit
that unbelievably nice. That was a great shot.
And he's straight in.
Going forward, going to play it in the bottom right. Good shot.
Beautiful call there. Come on, stay down, make this ball. Let's get back in this match.
Nice.
Good out.
Yeah, that was a great out right there.
Yes, it was. 6 games to 2. plus Kevin's got the odd break too.
Right. If they get to Hill.
Right. Two games. You see, that's just a two-game swing. It could have been 4-4 just as easy.
You know, this match should definitely be closer than it is.
Just those two things that missed that 9-ball, and that's one game for sure. And then,
oh, you know, I did the same thing when Kevin and I played. I know I gave 2 games away. Dry break, fairly. If the 2-ball is a little bit troublesome, you might have to play the 2-8. Other than that, the table's pretty open.
he actually could come around and play the 2 into that at 4-ball. Come around 1-2 cushions or punch it over there behind there. Well,
That works too.
that works nice.
Yeah. Natural. Rolls up naturally for the 3. Gotta really focus on this shot. Hit it perfect.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Gotta go.
In the sewer hole. Just like that.
I think he ends up playing the cue behind the 6.
Yeah, that's about all there is.
But we can't see what he sees.
That's what I
He
say.
might chop it in. I don't know. He doesn't like it.
Nah.
I mean, I think the shot is to definitely play the cue behind the 6. I think he's shooting at it. And he makes it. And he gets love and gets a shot.
Good shot.
He's going to have to hit this really good.
Come back 2 cushions back and then
That
back.
side, you know how big that side pocket gets right there.
He's got to play for it underneath.
Right. He might play it to play the 7 up here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, underneath.
No, he came above it, and he hit a beautiful shot.
Oh, yeah.
What a beautiful shot.
That's as good as almost ball in here.
This is what he needs. This is what he needs to happen. Get him in gear. Bryant is a great pool player. We've been playing together for many, many years.
Beautiful shot. He's starting to play now. Just questioning whether he can overcome what happened in the beginning of this match. But you still up there, you still got the stroke, still got the shot.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Make the 9-ball.
Beautiful run out there.
6-3. This match really should be close.
Well, those last few players, you guys were all about even. You know, we could throw y'all in a room and come out like 7 different times,
Right.
6 different times, and have 6 different winners among the 4 that were left.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if it's your day, it's your day.
Right.
If it's not your day, it's not. I mean,
Because most of the people who have the playing and the shooting proficiency and the seasoning that were in those four to take turns beating each other. Uh-oh. Looky here. He's got the tray hanging over the bucket down low on the right, and he's got to make a ball.
Yeah, this is. I believe if he makes this ball and has an open shot on the three, I like him to get out. Beautiful shot.
That was beautiful. You might have to get the rake for goodness sake.
Oh my. You got me one time.
I get you.
You tickled me one time, yes sir. You're the man.
Oh man.
I gotta remember to tell Brian that on the ride home. You had to get the rake for goodness sake.
You know, you mentioned, like riding tournaments with road dogs and all, and I did a little of that myself. But look at this, it was like things are starting to, he's on the 4-ball, but we would drive and go like to places, like a carload of us, and we'd all draw our own cards or pills and all.
You draw each other.
Draw each other. It's the same wherever we go.
Yeah. This is a tester here. These pockets slowed go really do play tight. Good shot.
That one, there was a hand trying.
Oh, you saw that.
Hand trying to push that thing back out.
He's looking out for the audience. His crowd pleaser. Keep him on the edge of their seat.
He's pretty deadpan looking, actually. Kind of looks like an assassin.
He's going to have to really hit this ball good, too.
I think he fit
He hit it absolutely perfect. He's a little bit on the wrong side.
Yeah. That's one of the dangers when you get real close to balls. You got to watch your follow through a little bit and kind of sometimes coming up short with balls.
Good shot. Get off that rail.
That's the same shot he had before.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit tougher than the one he missed.
Yeah.
But it's a different player than the one
That's
that
right.
missed the first ball.
You're exactly right.
That's what I would hold my hope on, especially if I'm sweating it.
Great shot. Let's go.
Beautiful stroke.
6-4. We got action, folks.
Yes, indeed. He's here for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he may have been a little jittery, a little nervy in the beginning, and I mean, hey, it's understandable.
Well, he's sad after the hot seat match, after all, And
yeah, he did have to sit for about an hour and probably close to an hour and a half.
And he only played one match today, which was the hot seat match. So Kevin he played several matches.
Yeah, he played Steve Fleming, then he played me, then he played Scott Haas, and then this.
Right.
Bowman's got a great break. He really hits him hard.
That was
No shot. I don't think.
no. All he's got is a cross bank safety, and
I wonder if he plays that 2 one pocket shot. Sticks the cue in there behind the 8 2-way.
I don't think he's got enough of the deuce myself, but I don't see what he sees, like we say.
He's looking at your way now. I think he might try to go across twice, maybe. Fall in near the 3.
I half like him sweeping up all the way around to the 5 ball on this lower right hand portion of the table, right where he's standing. Behind the 5 was what he was wanting to do, I think. Came up a little short, but he's still left it. It's fun playing the balls with these guys. I know that. Let's see what he does. He might get lucky. Nah, that's gonna hurt. 6.
This is a funny shot because that deuce wants to go down on that head rail.
Short rail, yeah. 2 ball wants to come off all the time. That's the only place it can go. That's the laws of the universe. You got to play the cue ball.
The problem with that is he's so straight. He might go a little bit rail first.
Hard.
Yep, he played a little bit rail first and came out smelling like a rose.
Got lucky a little bit,
Yeah.
but he played the correct shot. He got rewarded for the correct selection.
Right.
I kind of like to play the high left ball myself here, because coming around 2 rails, you could
I think I probably like spinning it back too. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, that's a shot I liked. Well, this is going to have to go back and forth.
the 9 ball might be
Yeah. Could definitely be a factor.
might be a participant.
And he might just try to slow roll it and take a, mid-table shot on the 4.
That's a pretty big angle for that, Scott. I don't know.
Yeah, and you're talking about putting inside on the ball. Hitting it at a slow pace is skid city.
Yeah, that's one of those many are called and few are chosen specials.
It's a tough spot, in my opinion.
He's going to have to play it and let his stroke out. Missed it.
Well, another opportunity for Mr. Bryant.
He has a chance to get right back on the,
6-5 him breaking.
be right back on serve.
I think he's got to draw this ball back or go forward to create an angle. Looks like he's drawing it. Good shot.
That's natural. He's got a natural.
Just roll it in.
Put me straight in on the 5 in the corner. Pretty much.
Stop shot.
Back about an inch. Stop. Right on it.
Now I think this is going to come back about 3 inches.
Yeah, you just got to survive from here.
That's right.
He got a little.
He came back a few more inches than 3.
Ooh. I hate this shot.
Yeah, I don't like this shot a lot either.
I don't like even practicing this.
Who does? Good shot, 6-5.
This is turned into a horse race here, sports fans.
That it is, from 6-1 to 6-5.
This kind of reminds me of an old horse that used to run. He was one of these gigantic closing horses. He was a son of Chateau Gay. The horse's name was True Knight. He would always be 20, 30 lengths off the lead, and we'd figure, oh no, and then all of a sudden you'd see him starting to pick up ground.
Yeah.
And then he'd win for fun. That wasn't his best break strike. He made a ball, but got some good safety options here. Kind of got up here on this ball quick. Oh no.
Tell you what, he was perfect on the deuce.
He pocketed the 3, so let's see what happens with this. Might run into here. Nothing. That was very, very artistic there. Very good. Same pocket.
Yeah, I think so too.
7 ball is
It's in a funny spot. He's got to play it down in the bottom corner. But in his favor, it is off of the cushion of the tad, where that point doesn't come into play so much.
He'll have a little high right ball on this to straighten it out. Oh no, he played the lag and played underneath it. I thought for sure he didn't want to bring the 6 into play. That was actually a pretty good shot.
So guys like Brandon can't play and Paul down.
2-rail punch, left-hand ball is because the 9 might be in his path or draw it out there. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like him from right here.
That's a little wrong.
Just a tad. Well, looking on the screen, it might be straighter than I can see.
You might have some high. That might be good.
Okay, yeah, I thought he was on the wrong side of it. I thought he had a little bit more angle than that.
When this table probably wants to come out on it a little bit, I saw Scott Haas hit 2 balls down this rail and they both came out. He might have hit him bad, but
This is a hangable ball, but I think he's the favorite to make it. Like I said, it was just off the rail enough to where it didn't affect it. Oh, it rolled out. I swear it looked like it rolled out.
it did roll out.
Yeah.
Scott did, Haas did something similar playing him, I think.
I can't believe this. 6'1" to 6'6". I'm thinking he's out from here for sure. I don't want to jinx him.
No, you put the announcer's curse on him. Now it looks like a pretty.
I feel pretty good about it.
Good notion. You like to start every game from here.
Yeah.
You'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Quick. Within a month, because I'm going to play a lot. We have got action, folks. 6'6".
Now we got to race to 5 for the title.
For the cheese. I think he's.
Yeah, this is Kevin's break. It's the odd game. Game 13. Turn into a wonderful match. That wasn't one of his better break shots. His cue ball got down low on him. I don't know whether he's going to push out or see what he's got. Might be rolling out.
I don't know if he's thinking of thinning the 2 and maybe trying to come back behind the 4-7-9, or I don't know what Kevin had in mind there. Well, really, you could play the 2 back up here to this rail and try to play your cue ball long behind the 3. Speaking of,
didn't quite hit it.
he got a little bit much of it.
He got some blue paint.
Looks like he's going to try to introduce him to the 4.
Well, we're going to see what sort of oscillation events may be occurring here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's a break.
How you like them apples?
Yes, indeed.
Great shot right there.
He made a good hit. Got rewarded.
He needs to get as flat as he can on this 4.
Yeah.
Get back to that 5 correctly.
He'll probably lay on the rail.
Not something that gets talked about too much among the
Yes.
professionals. But I think it's huge.
Can he miss the 6?
That's
Or can he at least come off the top side of it?
this ball's too thin for him to get that deep towards the corner to get the natural path at the 5. This is a funny angle.
Yeah, I saw that grimace.
He's got to try to draw it a little bit off of that face. He ain't gonna like this.
Yeah.
Train yourself.
Yeah. These guys are starting to play beautiful. Just like the way they played all weekend after. Good move.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's all he could do. Leave distance, the cushion.
I mean, in that case, you just got to hit and hope. Hope you get a decent roll out of it. Snuck that one in there.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ah, not so fast, team man.
Nice. Another good shot. These guys are lost here. Okay.
7-6.
That was a sort of a tourniquet game for Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know if you probably couldn't. Maybe Mike could have seen it on the screen. He kind of slapped the score sheet over.
Yeah, I was just doing what I was doing. I got to look down and look at everything I do when this
He
thing.
kind of slapped it over like, finally, you know.
Yeah.
Anywhere on the table, but watching those guys shoot.
That's a good. That's a really good break. 7 ball got a little funny, but it's makeable. He's gonna have to get straight on the 6 when he gets to that point.
I think
Stroke failed him a little bit there.
He was trying to draw it to the side, wasn't he?
Yeah, his stroke failed him just a tad. He just missed his stroke a little bit.
But he's still
in good shape.
real good shape.
He needs to leave an angle on the 4 to get straight on the 6. Yeah.
That looks good. He can punch it straight across, it seems.
I think he might draw back to play it up here. I don't know. I can't tell the angle. You might be right. No.
You were right. You know his game, but he's a little wrong on the ball.
Yeah.
Might be
He
playing
might
for
just swing it.
side.
He might have to swing it 2 rails. I don't know if he can though.
No, he's got to draw his ball to the 7 in the side pocket where the cue ball's sitting. Or that's the shot I might suggest, to draw it way up table. No, he took his medicine.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
He's gonna shoot out. He's gonna play with 7-8 in the same hole. He's got a natural. Plus, the 8 ball might be a blocker if he doesn't happen to pocket it. The 7. No. What a chunk of chocolate there.
We're going to see him play safe here. Try to swing the cue. Oh, wow, he's looking at shooting the ball.
Well, he's
going to probably play it high, yeah.
Two-way shot.
Right.
Gonna come up table, leave distance. If misses, it's along the top rail.
He shot at it.
That's what they say. If you're going
It's gonna leave distance. Yeah, you know, that's all he could do.
This is a makeable shot, though. And if he makes it, I mean, the angle to come back right where the cue ball is looks pretty straightforward. Just got to make the 8.
Yeah, well, I think the angle's mighty fast for that, Scott, but I might be wrong.
Well, I think come back to where he is and come back off the bottom rail.
Oh, yeah, okay.
How'd he hit it?
Right where you said.
Let's go.
He's still got to sing for his supper. This is a straight pull shot. Those back cuts.
Oh my gosh.
Scratch too. Well, too bad. Ouch.
I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. As we're winding down to the end of this tournament, remind everybody listening that the Action Tour's next stop is going to be at Virginia Beach. Check the actionpooltour.com to get schedules and details for our next event, an event at Q Master Billiards in Virginia Beach in the month of May. And in the month of June, we'll be at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia, near Richmond. And our sponsors, so kind to us, Predator Cues and Products, Kamui Products, featuring Kamui tips and chalk, OzoneBilliards.com, Predator Cues and Predator Products. We have OzoneBilliards.com, Viking Cues, Tiger Cues and Products. We have Grant Wylie Photography. Oh, look at this. Makes 4 balls on the break. We have diamond tables, ozone, Aramith balls, Simonis cloth, Q Sports International. There's opportunity for Bryant to get back in this match and close to 8-7. And yours truly, George Hammerbacher, voice of the Action Tour. Advanced level instructor, Professional Billiard Instructor Association, Baltimore, Maryland. And he might have to play. He can make this ball. His question is what shape he can get.
Maybe he'll say it something like where that tells us where it is.
Kevin West takes a 9-6 lead in this match over Bryant. Bryant is taking a break. Like I said, thanks again to all those wonderful sponsors.
My guess is
We're
going in feet first.
any of you watching this broadcast and decide that you got entertained by some of these events, don't hesitate to hit the donate button on the website and allow us make up a little expenses, because we do have them, and any and all of that would be more than appreciated on our end. And again, thank you so much, everybody. We're getting down near the finish where the money will get handed out, the title will be awarded, the heads will be in the baskets, and we'll move on to our next event. The Action Pool Tour is a regional tour that plays between Maryland and Virginia. They feature 3 different disciplines, 5 different levels of players that pay graduated entry fees. All of our events are played even up on the table with no handicap. And you might be able to get a chance to play some of the greatest players in the world, and definitely improve your games for your league players that are getting bored with getting 4 and 5, 6 shots a game. Come out here and try some of this out, and guaranteed to improve your game. Just to be in the atmosphere here with these players. Additionally, the Action Pool Tour features a break and run contest. That next event will be up to $200 a ball, and we also feature a second chance tournament that's currently in progress on an adjacent table. For those that were unfortunately eliminated in the tournament, the regular tournament, you pay half the money and pay a mini tournament, race to 4-9 ball. So here we go. It's 9 games to 6, and that 6 ball gave that one a nice push. Oh, that ball was going a million miles an hour anyway. If it would have landed short, it was going to be heading up into the quicksand. But this is a big whack for Kevin. He can get on the hill with a run out here. A little less than what he wanted. He's all right. That's a huge shot there. Miscue. Okay, well, this gives Brian another chance at life here. That'll play. He'll just leak that 5 off into the side and be natural on the 6. Good shot. Now just come to the 8 in the side, I think. Nine games to 7.
Somebody's down there now.
But he walked me to 2 other.
Oh, you mean it's my wallet?
I didn't touch it. Did it just fall out?
I guess. I was sitting in the chair. I guess I was sitting on my hands for a little while and maybe it slid up and out. I don't know what happened. Need to call the hotel back.
Oh, you must have been going through a moment there.
Yeah, I was.
It's like they had anybody else there that was so. The 3-man team trying to play. First place team. But he was the guy still plays. So he still had
That's a lot in there. That was the second thing. Let's look at the bank.
I even stopped for a second. Actually, you can.
That's got you. You must have thought a picture pocket or something.
I tell you what, I just had a kind of a scary moment there.
Yeah, I bet you did. Oh.
Yeah, I just had a scary moment. My wallet fell out of my back pocket here in the chair, and obviously I didn't feel it. Got up to take a quick bathroom break, realized my wallet was gone, freaked out, went to the car, looked everywhere. Look here. Went to the car, couldn't find it there because it was up here. Called the hotel. Thank goodness it was right here waiting on me.
Well, I looked down. I thought you were putting it down on your seat to save your seat for the rest of this match. Or I was already got your 3-digit code off the back of your credit card. You know, you're you might
Yeah, that was a moment. I think he's going to have to come back to the short side of the 6. I think he's going to play the 5 in the side, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that shot a whole lot better than trying to jam it down in that corner. Gotta go.
Hurry. Got to hurry. Huh? Didn't get there.
2 more rolls.
Well, we have second chance tournament winner. Looks like their timing's pretty good.
It's like Mr. Steve Fleming took the win.
I was just telling the viewers about it.
Oh my goodness. Golly.
I was telling our viewers about the break and run pot, the second chance tournament that this tour features that no other place featured that I'm aware of. Action for the regional players. Let's say Kevin is going to end up on the hill in spite of himself in this wreck. Kevin is 1 win away from taking down his second
Bob Stocks. Yep.
Bob Stocks Memorial Tournament. And
We're going to have to see Mr. Bryant come through with 4 in a row.
Well, he starts off by breaking in a wing ball, but looks like he's going to have to roll out. And this is tough rollout here.
Yeah, it is.
He pushed to a jump.
Yep.
Must have.
Kevin's going to give it to him 100%. I think. Well, maybe he's not.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
he did. Yeah. Well struck.
Unfortunately,
He doesn't get a big reward, but you know, this isn't no cakewalk by any stretch of the word.
his 2-rail path with the low left draw seems impeded by the 5 ball.
Yeah, it's a
So he's
small line. If he gets there, it's perfect. But yeah,
well. That's all you can ask for.
Yep.
Like
another
I said,
opportunity.
good opportunity, a very attractive scoring opportunity.
As my good friend George, the Hammerbacher likes to say.
Yeah, well. He plays with about the same equipment I do. I play with a Bob Fry cue with a pizza pie shaft, doing it myself.
Yeah, he plays with the.
See?
No, he plays with the 314-3.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? He might have switched that up. He might be playing with the Vantage shaft, maybe. I don't think it's. I'm pretty sure it's not a Z.
Probably it's 3/8 10 pin. Usually most of Fry's Sneaky Pete's were all 3/8 10s.
I think it is. Yes.
I got a suspicion that the litany is about to commence, which is the condemned man ate a hearty meal.
That's something else I've heard my good friend George say before.
Oh, he's got to hurry. Yeah, he's good. Coming right between the 8 and 9. Looks like I get to drive home in daylight.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it quite home in the daylight.
No.
I know a certain young lady that doesn't make too happy,
Well,
but
is she a pool widow?
she does play. That's how we met. Miss Nicole.
Oh, maybe yes. The ward was taking phone calls, and the governor was calling, and the ward was at his desk and wasn't at lunch. So let's see if we can summon it from the brink.
but that actually worked out really nice. Push the 9 right over in front of the pocket.
So you could just
Stop.
stop. That was, well, it must have more angle than we looked.
Places that were at 29 and 50. Shark Club or something. Yeah, that's over at
Oh, he just cheats the hangman. Now he's just got to stay down and put the 9 in the side pocket and delay my trip north a little longer. Which he does.
All right, 10-8.
10-8. And like true knight, still trying on the outside.
1 down, 3 to go.
Yes, indeed.
pretty much I just played.
Yeah, we've got about a 3.5 hour trek home. 3 hours and 20 minutes, something like that.
Does this 7 go down to 81? No.
No, actually, we take 66
66.
to 29 and 29 all the way home.
Oh, okay. I live about 7 miles or so from the beginning of 29.
Off 66?
No.
Oh, no, you're in Maryland. You're in Maryland, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
And on the southwest side, and Route 29 runs parallel to 95 and all. And
Okay.
29 is, I live in Catonsville, and there's a place called Ellicott City that 29 goes right through.
Oh, sure.
And it actually begins just outside of Ellicott City.
Only a couple of play tournaments and have established.
At least to my knowledge, you know, the where the east part of it ends or the north part. Because the numbers are the same, where like the interstates, if they're odd, they go north and south, and even east and west.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Those hands in the pockets are still pushing back.
Once he back cuts this 1, I can't tell how tight that angle is.
That looks.
I don't like the cam.
No, he's stuck in that pocket.
Right.
Yeah. What's the point?
I mean, I think you have to cut at it. That's a great shot.
I think that's about as good as he could have done.
Yeah, he might be able to see a hair of the left edge of the ball, but it's a tough shot. Maybe he can see more of it than I think. He could.
Oh, interesting.
Watch this. And hangs in the pocket. Wow. This is almost a natural if he catches a little rail. He's coming straight at the 2 in the side pocket, straight in. On that kind of line, I think. But the
This is
six,
that punchy shot in the side. It makes it a little.
yeah,
So I tell you, now this shot on a gold crown, the gold crown seems to spit this ball out. If you hit it hard in the side, it seems like you can hit it dead in the center of the pocket and it'll spit it right back at you. That was a very good shot. Hit that well. Might all be over but the crying.
well,
Depends on how he gets on this 5. If he gets fairly straight, it should be over. Yep. Good shot.
all three in the same hole.
About as good as you can get. Nah, I'm gonna say the 9's going to the right. Oh, you're saying he's okay. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he might. Nah, I think he might be playing the.
Nah, he's gonna draw. You're right. He's going forward.
That's right. Take your time.
A
Oh,
little short.
oh. Cue ball is going
It's
to
not
be.
over yet.
Cue ball is going to be moving like a scalded cat. Off of this cut, like a scalded cat. To the side pocket.
He's a
two
pure
cushions.
shooter.
2 cushions, side pocket. He cuts it.
Kevin West for the win. No, he doesn't like it. For the win. Wow, he's actually looking at playing this ball on the side.
He's playing a cue ball on the bottom cushion. He's playing an insurance policy. Taking insurance out on this hitting on 16. Nope. Wow.
Big shot here.
Alfred Hitchcock ending.
Bryant just gave me a funny look as he walked to the table. Just gave me this look like, here we go.
See, this shot here creeps into the cushion on this side. This shot's easy.
This is a really tough shot on older felt like this. On new felt, this shot isn't that difficult. He drills it backwards.
It's coming
It's
out.
gone.
Got it. 10-9. We're not so fast, He-Man. Not
Wow.
only was the warden taking phone calls, but he granted a stay of execution on the sentence. And you're still,
So you're saying there's a chance.
let's say this. My old guy named Frank Zappa a long time ago sang a song called I Figure the Odds Be 50-50.
Man, you missed your call. And listen to that singing voice, y'all.
Hey, might have something to say. Yes, indeed.
Beautiful.
2 balls on the break.
Oh. He's got a shot on the deuce.
Might be able to come back to this break.
Boy, that's as good as he could look with this ball.
I mean, he looks real good to get out here. Kevin looks sick in his chair. I mean, that was a gigantic roll in that 9-ball.
Well,
Just a little one pocket shot.
well, watch the side pocket. He's got to cut the rim.
Great shot. Natural ball here. Needs to get up. Does he go around 2 rails, I guess?
Yeah, the inside ball, I don't think he can get enough on it.
Perfect.
Oh, boy.
I know one thing. I hope we've had plenty of viewers on this because this has been one heck of a crazy good match.
This is as good as I've seen on the action tour.
Guys, this went from 6-1 Kevin to tied up at 6 to 10-7 to 10-10.
We got action,
We
folks.
got action. Hill for the title.
I remember gambling, playing matches like this. We would say extension. and make
One game for the cheese.
One game for the cheese.
Yep.
But the odd break, winning the leg.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck. This is what I was looking for last year and didn't get between two.
Doesn't
great
get any better
players.
than this, folks.
Yeah.
Does not get any better.
Come on, let's see a good one now. To the
One time for
conclusion.
Timberlake.
Oh, and he
Oh,
threw it
boy.
aside. Oh,
Here we go.
these balls are laid out too.
The 4-ball. 6 is blocking the 4, I think. Just going to have to take his time and
Sort things out. He never thought he'd be
No.
having the
No.
ball in hand on the hill after the snap. Well,
I think that 4-ball is going to be the key ball. The 3-ball is in a spot where he could maybe play across to it.
because the 6-7 are in perfect accord.
Mm-hmm.
A little straighter than
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
liked, I
This is
think.
that angle changes things. Big shot right here. Huge shot. He's going to have a shot.
Has a good one. That's all you could ask. Be right here.
Just hit this, just make sure you hit this with a good stroke. And
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is fun, right? You can just pull this back a little bit. Play the side.
just needs to be aware of that side pocket over there. But do not miss your stroke. You got to put a good stroke on it. Beautiful shot.
Straight in again.
Yeah.
Now he's got a little angle. He's going to have to follow the ball strong or draw it.
I'd like him to draw it. Yeah, he's going to draw it.
So almost drew it to the short side. Oh, the tension is unbearable here.
It is. I'm nervous for him.
Yeah.
Try to bank it in this upward meeting. I don't know.
Probably rather cut it.
Jeez, that's a tough one from that. Oh,
Well, Lynchburg had 2 of the top 4 in this tournament, so a very, very good
Yeah,
event.
we're very happy.
We're
And happy
really
to represent the clubhouse.
Yes. Nice place.
Lynchburg, Virginia.
This is the Flamin' Stagecoach and Serial Theater. Oh. Oh. The shriek of the mutilated.
Great shot.
very nice. Great shot.
What a match. All I can say is what a match.
One ball to the title, folks. This is the last ball that'll be pocketed this weekend here. Center edge. 30.
CTE.
This is the shot we want.
That'll do it.
Boys.
And after a gigantic effort from Bryant, he falls just a wee bit short, losing to Kevin West by the score of 11 games to 10. And
What a match.
yes, indeed,
What a phenomenal match.
it was great sitting in the chair sweating with
Absolutely. Absolutely.
you. You know,
I mean, hey, who would have ever guessed after Kevin being up 6-1, playing great, Brian's missing, who would ever thought we'd have got to sweat a Hill game?
with an alternate break format, no less.
Yep.
And
Well, my hat's off to both players. What a great match.
that was as good as it got. Kevin West takes down another Bob Stocks title, his second,
First time, two-time winner.
and first time, 2-time winner. And Kevin's trying to just collect himself over there.
Yeah, I think I think both of them had a lot of nerves going on.
So, with all that being said, we said some things. we'll be checking out until next month on the Action Pool Tour, when the Action Tour will be down in Virginia Beach, Virginia, for the Bash at the Beach. And all you cyber sweaters out there, make sure you get your antiperspirant supplies intact, and make sure to paint those pits, because we got work coming there,
There
buddy.
you go. See you guys soon.
George Hammerbacher and Scott Roberts. I had fun, Scott. Lots of fun.
Yes, sir. You too.
Glad you found your wallet.
Amen.